Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my kitchen, or welcome if you are new. I am Denise. Today is Saturday, so I'm going to start getting things ready for the upcoming work week. I already washed my grapes. The first thing I do is take them all off the vine, and then I soak them in cold water with vinegar for 2 minutes. I'm just gonna lay them out here on this towel so they can dry a little bit. Now I'm gonna do my peas, my sugar snap peas. I'm gonna put these in the cold water and add some vinegar. A few tablespoons. I'm gonna let these soak for 2 minutes. And what the vinegar water does is kill bacteria that may be on it. Just let them soak. In the meantime, I'm going to chop up my head of lettuce. Get that cleaned up. And I always take off couple outer layers of leaves. Whack the core and get that out. And again, I'm going to save some whole leaves, or as whole as I can keep them. I just like that on a sandwich better than chopped lettuce. Okay, my peas have been soaking for 2 minutes. So I'm going to get these rinsed. And I'm going to lay them out here too to dry a little bit. I'm just going to get this chopped up so it will be ready to go. Alright, I'm going to give this a rinse. And I'm going to let this be in vinegar water also for a couple minutes. And the vinegar does not make your produce taste like vinegar. It just cleans it up. Alright, that's been about 2 minutes. So now I'm going to drain and rinse it. And then I'll do the same with my lettuce leaves. Alright, I just kept the same water in here. I'm going to soak my lettuce leaves for 2 minutes. Okay, I rinsed off my lettuce leaves. So now I'm going to take care of these grapes and peas so I can put the lettuce leaves down on here to dry out a little bit. Keep a paper towel on the bottom. And now the peas. These sugar snap peas are probably my favorite vegetable. They are so good. All right, there's them. I'm gonna lay these leaves out. Now I'm gonna spin dry the lettuce. Put a 1/4 cup of water. And I have here a glass container with a paper towel. I find my lettuce lasts longer if I store it in glass. I think I'm going to get a smaller one. There's not a whole lot left. I found these storage containers at Sam's Club several years ago, and I just love them. Might have to get another set next time we go. Alright, there's my lettuce. Now I'm going to clean these mini peppers. I'm going to do the same thing. Soak them in cold water. Cold water and about a 1/4 cup of vinegar for 2 minutes. So I'm going to get this lettuce and stuff put away while these are soaking. Okay, my sweet peppers here have been sitting for a while. So now I have here a 1/2 gallon mason jar. Put a paper towel down in there and add the peppers. Okay. Now I'm going to start with getting my meat cooked up. Okay, so what I like to do on the weekends is cook up my meat ahead of time. So this week we're having chicken a la king, and that calls for cooked chicken. So I'm going to cook up this 1 chicken breast. And when I cook my chicken, I like to cook it in broth. It just adds more flavor to it. Put that in there. I have some broth here that I took out of the freezer. Still a little froze. And then another night we're having sloppy joes. So I'm going to get a pound of hamburger browned up. And this also is a little froze yet. I'm going to season the ground beef with salt and pepper, garlic and onion powder, probably just about a teaspoon of the garlic and onion powders. And the chicken, I'm just going to cook that in the broth. All right, I'm just going to get these two meats cooked up, and then I will bring you back when I move on to the next thing. Okay, the hamburger is cooked, but there is too much grease on here this time to do the paper towel, so I'm just going to drain it into this old pie tin. Let that grease harden up or whatever, and then throw it in the garbage. And my chicken still has a ways to go. You want this to reach 165 degrees. So I'm going to let this cool and that cook, and then I'll bring you back for the next thing. Alright, both my chicken and hamburger is cooked and cooled down. So now I have two meats ready to go for the upcoming work week. These will sit in my refrigerator until the day I need them. There's the chicken. And the hamburger. 2 meals about halfway done. Now I'm going to get this mess cleaned up, and then I'll bring you back for some apple fritter bread. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay friends, now we are going to get started on awesome country apple fritter bread. So first I need to preheat my oven to 350 degrees. And here I have a 9x5 loaf pan. And I'm going to grease it up with some vegetable oil. Good. And now in this bowl, I have 2 large apples that I have peeled, cored, and chopped up. They're just in small bite-sized apple chunks. And I am going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar. And then 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And I'm going to stir this up. Coat these apples with that sugar and cinnamon. Alright, now that's ready for the bread. Now I need 1/3 cups of brown sugar. And another teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And I'm going to stir this up. I'm going to set that aside. What, Sophie? No, I don't have nothing for you right now. Okay, now I am going to add 1.5 cups of flour. To this bowl. So there's my 1/2 cup. And 1 cup. And then I need 1 3/4 teaspoons of baking soda. Wipe this off. No, I'm sorry, it's baking powder that I need. 1 3/4 teaspoons. There's 1 1/2 and 1/4. I'm going to give this a little bit of a whisk. Set that aside. And now to this bowl, I need 2/3 cup of white sugar. What did I do? Here it is. One-third and 2/3. A 1/2 cup of softened butter, which is 1 stick. Okay, now I'm gonna whisk this together, beat it together. Okay, that's smooth and creamy. Now I'm going to add 2 eggs at room temperature here, but I'm going to do them 1 at a time. Okay, now I need 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I always just use the fake vanilla. There's 1. And 1/2. And I'm gonna mix this in. Okay, now I'm going to add the flour mixture. And I'm going to mix this until it's well blended. Now I'm going to mix in a 1/2 cup of milk that I kind of brought to room temperature. Now I'm going to mix this until everything is smooth. Okay, these beaters cleaned off a little bit. Okay, now I am going to pour half of this batter into the pan. Smooth that out as evenly as possible. And now I'm going to add half of the chopped apple mixture. Okay, that looks like about half. And then I'm going to add half of this brown sugar and cinnamon mixture. Okay, that looks like about half. And now I'm going to repeat the layers. Second half of the batter. This bowl was hard to hang on to. Wish it had a handle. All right, now I'm going to spread that out. Okay, now the other half of the apples. And the other half of the brown sugar mixture. And now I'm going to take a knife, kind of swirl it around in here. Okay. Now this is going to bake for approximately 60 minutes. So I'm going to put this in the 350-degree oven. I'll set my timer for 60 minutes. Okay, I'll bring you back to show you the final result. Okay, friends, our awesome country apple fritter bread is sitting here on this board cooling down. That is one amazing apple fritter bread. I can guarantee you that. I made it last year. It's very good. I'll be sure to have this recipe linked for you below in the description box. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you part of my YouTube family. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.